analytics. This is what I'm at right now, roughly. 429,257 subscribers. We've got a lot of data here. For obvious reasons, I will not be showing my revenue. It's not accurate to what I actually end up making anyways after various cuts. But I'm still not gonna show it because I don't think the company would like that. Damn, you made one Coke can. I made enough money to buy one bottle of Coke. So most of this data is from the past 28 days. There are some sections where I have included data from the last 90 days. So 1.1 million views in the past 28 days. That's 876,000 less than usual. And we're gonna get into why exactly that is. Watch time also down, 4,500 less than usual. So you might notice like there's a pretty big difference, right? Like the views are down by almost 1 million, but the actual watch time in hours, like my watch time in hours in the past 28 days is 184,000, but I've lost so many views, but only 4.5k watch hours. And that's going to get into shorts. It's because I stopped uploading shorts for a little bit. So you'll be able to see that in the graph. So shorts bring in a fuck ton of views, but they don't really add a lot to your watch time in hours because they're really fucking short. I was at 2k subscribers last month, or well, the last 28-day period. So that's fallen in half. That's been like cut in half thanks to not uploading shorts. So if you're a baby content creator, you should see this piece of advice coming, but you really want to be uploading shorts. But shorts are on their own notification algorithm. So if you're a streamer on YouTube and you're worried, you're like, oh, if I upload shorts, like that's going to take away from my videos or from my live streams. Don't worry, you can upload shorts and they don't count towards your 3 notifications a day. But my personal ideal, if I was min-maxing, I would be doing 1 video a day, 1 live stream a day, and 1 community post a day. And if you don't know what community posts are, as a creator, you should really be taking advantage of those because community posts are, if you go to a channel, if you go to the posts tab, this is like another piece of social media that a lot of people aren't taking advantage of. So fun fact, fun little tip for any aspiring creators in here. Community posts keep retention. I don't know the numbers on that, but they get you engagement. They get you engagement. And sometimes they get recommended to people outside of your community for some reason, which I don't know what the fuck the point of that is. Yeah, so you always want to be posting on here if you've got like an upcoming stream and stuff. I'm not very good at it, as you can see. I've posted for Amy 4 days ago and then for Anya, and I forgot to post my stream today, but whatever. But it's something you can do. Like, think about it like this, right? Like, you might not initially think anybody's really looking at it or anything, but first of all, it takes like 2 seconds to do it. Second, did you say second? I don't know, whatever. Next, your like subscribers on YouTube is probably going to be higher than the amount of like Twitter followers you have, right? Sorry, X followers or Instagram followers. It's a lot easier to gain a following on like YouTube compared to a lot of other platforms. So if you post on your community page, you're getting a lot of eyes, even if you don't realize it. Even if you're not thinking about it. You're like, oh, my videos only get like 1,000 views, blah, 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 blah. They only get a couple hundred views. Well, how many likes are your tweets getting? My top content in this period was the fucking Zenless Zone Zero stream. I shrink this down a bit. So my top content in this period, average viewership duration, average view duration, views, blah, 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 blah. Zenless Zone Zero. And then the rest for shorts, except for this Girls Frontline 2 video. I don't know why this is like popping off, but it sneaks back into the data a little bit later. I think this is trending with like, or not trending necessarily, but I think this is like getting into the algorithm of people who are into Girls Frontline 2 because it's watched by a lot of people who aren't regulars on my channel. If you want to grow on Twitch, like you really want to be streaming long hours because if you're not streaming on Twitch, you have no discoverability. I guess you kind of do now through like the shorts feed that Twitch added, but it's not that good. It says after doing 2 recently. Okay, well, think about it like this. A lot of Twitch streamers are collabing every single day because what they'll do is they'll sit in like these Discords and they'll like pop in to like voice calls and stuff with each other. My content is very like segmented. I do short spurts of content. I stream for like 1 to 4 hours a day. Most Twitch streamers are streaming like 6 to 12 hours a day. And in that time, they're popping in and out of calls and stuff. They're networking, cross-pollinating. It's Twitch discoverability is way better than YouTube. Chody, I'm sorry, but that's incorrect. That's incorrect. On Twitch, it's basically impossible to grow from zero unless you're collabing with other people, which is horrific for discoverability. It is. Twitch is great for discoverability if you're already getting like 10,000 viewers. If you're determined to grow only on Twitch, my personal bit of advice for you would be definitely make a Twitter account if you're a VTuber and start making friends and stuff on there. Find people that you resonate with and raid into people that you feel like you could be friends with, or you feel like you could collab with, because that's a great way to like have somebody see your name, right? Is to raid into them, and then that kind of like plants a seed in their mind. Do that, and don't overload your Twitch with like a bunch of gimmicks. Don't overload your Twitch with a bunch of gimmicks. So network, and don't gimmick spam. Because if you're on Twitch and you have a bunch of shit on the screen, a lot of viewers don't want to see that. Look at like the top streamers. Look at the top streamers, right? Most of those guys, they don't have a bunch of shit on screen. TTS spam is shit. Also, yeah, TTS spam can get so bad. Also, if you're a Twitch streamer, I've watched a lot of people that have under 10 viewers. I haven't been doing it recently, but especially a few years ago, like one of my favorite pastimes was to go on Twitch, type in the VTuber category and search from lowest to highest. Don't exclusively talk to your mods. If somebody talks in your stream a lot, don't make them a mod, okay? Have them like moderate from a different account or something, because it is like, I'm sorry, but as a viewer, if I see the mod, like the chat list is just nothing but the fucking moderators, I don't want to type. I don't want to type if there's nothing but moderators typing in your chat, because if I say something, I feel like the moderators are staring at me, right? I feel like I'm an outsider intruding onto your little circle. It's a bad vibe. It's a very, very bad vibe. You immediately leave. I've stuck around and watched streamers that are like only talking to their moderators, but I won't type, which I mean, I already don't type a lot. I'm already more of a lurker, but you gotta understand, most people are lurkers. Most people are lurkers, and it still puts them off. I think it depends on the streamer and if they have fun mods. I don't think it depends. I don't think it depends at all. I'm gonna make a blanket statement, and I'm gonna say if your mods are 90% of your chat log, it doesn't matter if they're fun, because people see the badge and they're gonna be like, oh shit, the moderators are staring at everything I say. This is awkward. This is weird. Looks bad. It does look bad. It does look bad. Why do you even have moderators as a 2 view? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna be so real. You don't really need mods if you're a 2 view. I feel like you start to need mods when you're at like maybe like 50 viewers and up. I'm gonna say 50 viewers and up. And at 50 viewers and up, you only need like one mod, at least one active mod. A lot of those like VTuber managers, they're con artists. I'm gonna be so real with you guys. A lot of them are fucking con artists. So are a lot of the like, quote unquote, like PR managers, or like, what are the other ones? Like the advice guys. The people that are like, here's my advice on how to grow your channel. It's like, I don't care what you have to say, because you're not successful, all right? I know that's not the nice thing to say. I know that's not the politically correct thing to say, all right? But yeah, consultants. Why do I care about your consulting if you're fucking small as hell? Why would I give a shit? Hello? That's insane. VTuber gurus. Yeah. Don't listen to these people. Don't fucking listen to these people, all right? It's not worth it. How to get 1 million subs in 6 months, posted 3 years ago, 34K subs. Yeah. The best sources of advice if you're growing, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, is looking at interviews from people who actually already are successful. And there's a piece of, like, there's a caveat to that. There's like a, funny enough, like XQC said this on stream. He was like, oh, but like, if you learn how to grow from people who already got big, like their advice is outdated. And that is true with a lot of things. You do have to be selective. It's not like an exact science, you know, like platforms are always changing. Yeah, watch Mr. Beast interviews. That's what I did. Growing your channel, is mostly consistency and charisma. I would say it's mostly consistency and marketing. I would say it's mostly consistency and marketing, because it doesn't matter if you're charismatic if nobody can find your content. Every interview I've ever seen has been, I got lucky, be lucky. Those people are dumb. I don't think growing is luck. This is another thing that drives me up a fucking wall. I don't think, maybe I'm in a privileged position, okay? I don't think it's luck. I think a lot of people cope in, say, growing as a YouTuber or a streamer or whatever is luck. It's not luck, all right? There's some luck involved, and you can certainly get unlucky at times, but if you stay consistent at it, you'll make it. You'll make it eventually, all right? When it gets into like the, oh, that's luck, territory is when somebody is like, you know, like they're not trying at all, and it just so happens that people really like their content. That's lucky. That's lucky for the person that managed to accidentally create content that people really want to watch. But it wasn't luck that their content took off. It was luck that they accidentally did it, right? Because it's like if there was like somebody that took off like 10 years ago and her content was just her filming vlogs in a van. It was her doing lifestyle vlogs in a van. And it's like, yeah, it was lucky for her that she happened to pop off with her really low editing style and her semi-infrequent uploads and blah, 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 blah. But there was a market for that content. At the time that her van life stuff started taking off, like that was when tiny houses were becoming a big thing. That's when like even TV channels were starting to create tiny house living shows and stuff. And so a logical next step in the development of that audience was stuff like van life, and lifestyle vlogs were a big thing back then. Like Casey Neistat, I don't remember, but she like super took off. So I don't think it's luck. I think some people might get lucky. Growing is not luck dependent. And if you say that it's luck, it's because you're coping and you're afraid of failure, which like I'm afraid of failure too, right? I'm not trying to say like, fuck you, you're not built for this. But like you gotta face your faults here, because if you don't, it's just gonna be that much harder. And then you're gonna be whining on Twitter. How come nobody watches my content? How come I'm not growing? I'm so unlucky. I'm about to make some enemies in my own chat. A lot of the people that say, oh, streamers just need to like be lewd and they'll be successful. Same cope. It's the same copium. If you're a lewd VTuber, you're not immediately successful. You know how I know? Because there's thousands of lewd VTubers that are not successful. Thousands of them. Look at how many people are actually making a livable income on OnlyFans. Consider it.
Humongous, your $5. When you call it quits and pivot content? What if you already have a small following, rip the band-aid off and reband and try again?
Yeah.
Potentially, anyways.
That really depends on like what type of content you're doing, right? If your niche is dead, say that you're making content for like a dead video game, right? What's like an example of this? Say you're making content for train simulator, all right? And you kind of hit like the realistic ceiling of people that are interested in train simulator or Torchlight 2 or whatever. You can start by like slowly moving towards other content. I would recommend just ripping the band-aid off and moving towards other content. Like don't kill your channel. Don't make a new one. Just keep the same channel and start making other content. It's pretty much never worth making new channels. Making new channels is like they're very like specific reasons to do it. Ideally, you want to stay on the one channel because it's better to have dead subscribers than no subscribers, in my opinion. Anyways, so here is live. This is under the content tab, and then this is the live tab. This is like the default tab. If you're a streamer, you want to be looking at these numbers. If you're mostly uploading videos, you want to be looking at the video numbers, but you can also just look at all numbers. So you can see like your general viewership. This doesn't really mean anything in a broad context. Like don't look at this page and be like, okay, I need to get these numbers up. I'm gonna do what I can to get these numbers up, because if you're not looking at it in a broader context, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. I'd say all my stuff is about average for a channel my size. Click-through rate is people that are actually like watching after they click on the video. Yeah, so here's like the posts. For some reason, somebody actually subscribed off of one of my posts, which is kind of funny. But these are what I was talking about when you go to the post section of a YouTube channel. I don't know what to say other than people do actually look at posts, even though it doesn't necessarily feel like it. So definitely be doing that if you're a YouTuber. Here's where we get into my viewership fall off. So I switched to 90 days. If you look up here, it says 90 days. Because 28 days, there was like nothing on the shorts. Yeah, I didn't link it. 222% more than the previous 90 days. Because if you look here in October, I wasn't posting shorts. Not consistently. But when I started posting shorts, 222% incline. 212% more engaged view. 249% more like. 113% more subscribers than the previous 90 days. So you definitely want to be posting shorts. They help a lot. Yeah, this is bad compared to how like they used to be. Like shorts used to be like insane for channel growth. They still are insane for channel growth, but they used to be way more insane.
I love how your top videos involve a lot of well-rounded anime women.
Yeah. From external sources, the bulk of you guys, so it's 40% of my total traffic, and most of you guys come from Discord. But also right below that is Google search. Below that is a Chinese shopping scam site or something like that. And then below that is wikifeet.com.
Videos that are growing your audience. So this is also last 90 days.
This is content where somebody clicked on it for the first time as a new viewer, and then they continued to watch content afterwards. So the most amount of new returning viewers, and this is also affected by like how many people see it. So it's not going based on like percentage, it's going based on like how many total. Because like Twitch fires guy who banned VTubers, like this video popped off because Asmongold reacted to it. So it says very high, but it also has like 10 times the amount of views of everything else. Not a gooder Pippa, short, marker joke, short. Highland goes kind of hard, so this is the only actual stream. Oh wait, no, the Mothman stream. These are the 2 streams where people watch that and they were like, yeah, you know what, I want to stick around. So for me personally, as a streamer, this is what I look at. I don't really look at shorts as much because, and this is a fault of mine, but I just tell my shorts guy, I'm like, hey, can you just send me some shorts? He just makes whatever he wants and then sends it to me. I don't ask for like, oh, can you like clip this specifically or anything. And honestly, I kind of want more editors like that. I kind of want more editors like that because I don't like, I mean, I could like break it down and be like, oh, well, like this is all like, this is my highest performing content. So like, can you make a bunch of shorts out of this and that? But honestly, I feel like people make better stuff when you just let them make what they want to make. And I don't care that much.
Honk, donk, honk, wonk, you're the best one. I found her channel via clips. I heard her accent is good. Native speaker, good, English, good.
Yeah, me. Yeah, me. The majority of the people that watch my streams are VOD watchers, which is why I also don't like doing an intro screen because it's just a pain in the ass for VOD watchers. This is entirely anecdotal, but if you're a streamer, again, in my personal experience, I don't think Friday is a very good time. Nobody's ever online on Fridays. No matter what I'm doing, my viewership is always cut by like 25% on Fridays. I don't know what it is. People are just really busy on Friday.
Person, thank you. Your advice is always good from streaming and VTuber standpoint. Do you think it's good to do variety rather than concentrate on one thing?
I think that entirely depends on what your interests are.
Age and gender, unsurprisingly, only 3.5% of my audience is female.
Big shock.
95.3% of you guys
are men. 95.3% of my audience. That's crazy, yeah.
Which means there's like 60 females watching now, yeah.
Quick, surround them! 6'7".
Everybody, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Low Effort Clips. That's right, Low Effort Clips, right here on YouTube.com. Yeah, and hit the notification bell. Yeah.